Okay, the teachers are taking the attendance and also in between they note everything. Then we'll start the class. Just 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. See, I am expecting any class, no? You reach at least 1 or 2 minutes before that. Okay, then mentally you are ready to do that. I think all are having your class notebook as well as the textbook with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. One thing you have to understand, definitely there is a offline board exam. Okay, only the when date they are supposed to inform. Okay, they are going to inform you. Especially 10th and 12th, it is very clear. There is no online exam, direct exam only. Okay, and already they given some instruction about the seating arrangement also. 12 students per room. Previously, 25 students per room. Now they are going to keep 12 students per room. So it is confirmed for class 10th as well as 12th. So whatever days, whatever the time we are getting, let us use it effectively without any confusion, without any speculation. Okay. That's why I'm telling the newspaper or WhatsApp or YouTube, these are the news like that. Now, from CBS already given the very clear information. Definitely there will be a offline exam, means direct exam, 12 students per room. Okay, so please all of you take it very serious about the classes, whatever going on. Okay, I'm telling you, see, you attend the class. Okay, after school hours, it is up to you whether you sit at home or any other online class. That is up to you. We are not telling anything. But when the class is arranging, you feel like that it is a regular class. That feeling you should get. That only give the benefit to you, all of you. Okay, so and moreover, you feel some suggestion, something, especially I'm talking to you, class 12th standard. Okay, very well. You send in our WhatsApp also, personal WhatsApp also. What really, what else you want? How you are able to manage? Feel free to do that because we are not having direct interaction. Everything through online. Okay, so you can send the message. We can see that in what way in future we are able to help you. Okay, so the purpose is that only. Anyway, almost 5 minutes over. Okay, yes. So just I'm not going to derive any formula from atoms chapter, but I want to just tell about the important points, important concept in the atom chapter. Okay, that I want. First point number one. Second one, some numerical that are from the textbook I am going to discuss. So now you keep your notebook only. So you can write very well revision on atoms and then I will go for the numerical. Okay. So 10 to 15 minutes I will be revising the whole chapter, revising in the sense important point only. Okay. So first we talk about which one you know, alpha scattering. Alpha scattering experiment. Okay. So here actually this experiment they can ask in different way. Okay, I am giving the clear idea. What is the what is another name for this experiment? You know,
Nuclear
yes.
model of an atom.
Repeat, ma. Repeat.
Nuclear model of an atom.
Any other? Any other? Scientist name.
Rutherford's nuclear model of atom.
Rutherford experiment. Okay. This is one. But actually, who performed this experiment? No, Rutherford. He was having the lab. He was the what he called a guide, I can say. But under him, the two-person worked. Actually, they are the student. They are the research student. One is Geiger. Another one is Marsden. Why I am writing this? In the board exam, you can see previous any year question paper. Draw the labeled diagram of Geiger-Marston experiment. Geiger, you can see the textbook, I think the word is given. Two names are there. Geiger-Marston experiment. Actually, these two students of Rutherford, they performed this experiment, okay, under the guidance of Rutherford. Okay, that's why finally what is happening? The atom model, whatever we are getting in the name of Rutherford only. Okay, because in the exam sometimes they ask, draw a labeled diagram of Geiger-Marston experiment. It is nothing but alpha scattering experiment. Okay, this is the point number one. I think all of you might have noted. Yes. What is the concept here? You have the source of alpha particle. Alpha particle is nothing but what? Helium nucleus. Okay, what will be the charge? Plus 2e. So the alpha particle is striking which one? Gold nucleus. Because the gold, the atomic number is very high and the density is high. So that what will happen once it strike, and what is another advantage in the thin gold? You can bring it to thin sheet. Okay, so that's why they make it very, very thin. So when the alpha particle striking, what will happen? You might have seen the observation. What are the observation? Maximum particle passes through it. This is the point number one. Very few particle deflected with angle 90, about 90. And very, very few, I can say 1 in 10 power 5 number retrace the path. I think 3 observation. Based on the 3 observation, you got the atom model. Conclusion. Suppose this is the nucleus. So this will be. Now, what is the size of the nucleus? Size of the nucleus is 10 power minus 15 meter. What is 1 Fermi? What is the size of the atom? 10 power minus 10 meter. Just imagine, you see size of the atom, how much difference 10 power 5 is coming. Means 10 power 5 means 1 lakh. You can see 1 lakh difference. So how you can visualize? Suppose you, I think all are able to understand your classroom, whether it is 11th standard or 12th standard. Suppose you take, this is the classroom. This is nothing but 1 atom. Then in that case, this will be the what? Nucleus. Which one? Tip of the pen. You got it now? Just imagine the whole classroom is nothing but atom. Then where is the nucleus? Nucleus is nothing but tip of the pen. That's all. So you can imagine that. That's why what is happening? Maximum you have almost empty space only. That's why maximum particles are moving as it is without any disturbance. Very, very few particle retracing means, because alpha, what is that? Positive. Nucleus positive. So only very few is this portion only. This is heavy. Very smaller portion and heavy. So when it is striking, what will happen? Retracing the path. Okay, these are the things already you know. What is the minimum distance? All the things you know. Because the kinetic energy is converted into potential energy, equate. What will be the minimum distance? These are the things you might have done already. Okay, I'm not showing interest on that part. I think this is very clear. Sometimes what they ask, even the textbook also asked, suppose instead of gold nucleus, gold, I think question number 12.2. Suppose what they are going to use? Solid hydrogen in place of gold foil. What will happen? See, because of this, what will happen? It is very lighter, hydrogen is. So automatically what will happen? There will not be any scattering, just it will move as it is. as there is no substance in between. That's why we have to take the gold nucleus, because high atomic number, high density. Okay, nothing will happen. No scattering will be there. It will just move as it is. Nothing is present there. Okay, that is the reason. Okay. Another, based on that, we discussed about the atom model. What is the atom model? Nucleus is at the center. The electron is revolving. Okay. Then what is the problem here? Two things you have to remember. Two things. Drawbacks. Okay, what is the first point? Drawbacks, because the electron is revolving. The electron is what? Charged particle. When the charged particle is revolving in the circular path, when it is revolving in the circular path, what will happen? Circular path, what will happen? Accelerated. So accelerated electric charge. Accelerated electric charge radiates energy. Energy. Once it radiates energy, what will happen? What will happen? The radius of the path goes on decreasing. Suppose in the playground you are making the round, for example. We are telling, okay, you make 10 rounds. What will happen when you make first round, second round, third round? After that, your energy level is reduced. But the condition is you have to complete the circular path. Then what happens? Cleverly, what do? You reduce the size of the circular path. Because the energy level is low, automatically, what path you will say? It will come like that. Finally, where it will come? It fall into the nucleus. Which one? Electron. Electron fall into the nucleus. What will happen? No atom. So atom become unstable. But what? Atom is stable. No, that's why we are here. That's why you are able to see the online class. Everything made up of what? Atom. So definitely atom is not unstable. Atom is what? Stable. Okay, so that is the drawback. First one, we got it. I think the point is clear. No, please note it. Second one, when continuously releases the energy, what kind of spectrum you will get, Continuous spectrum. Continuous spectrum means, suppose you have 5000 Armstrong unit wavelength. So next will be 5001, suppose 5002. But experimental, later on I'm going to explain that emission or absorption. There, suppose if you have 5000, next it is coming 5500. In between, there is no wavelength. Means discrete. As per this, what is the spectrum? Continuous. But what is the experiment proved? Discrete. Discrete. Discrete, you are understanding, separate. Okay, line. Suppose this is the spectrum. So you may have one line here, another line, another line. In between, you will not have anything. Okay, so what? How to get the feel? I tell you. Suppose you have the prism. You take the white light. When the white light passes through a prism, what will happen? Split up into different colors. What do you say? Spectrum of white light. So now if you see, the line will be there. So remaining in between, you will not have any wavelength. So that's why atom gives. Atom. Actually, that is the white light spectrum. But when you take for sodium vapor lamp, like the particular atom, they're specific. Sodium means you have two yellow lines. Two yellow lines only. No other color will be there. Sodium atom. So it gives only two yellow line. Particular wavelength will be there. No other line. Okay. So you got the idea about the spectrum. Okay. So it depends on the sample substance, whether it is a sodium vapor lamp or you are using sunlight. Sunlight is polychromatic. You can get all colors. Okay. So these are the things. Points are very clear. If you have any specific doubt about the scattering experiment and Rutherford atom model, what is the atom model? There, how to do observation, conclusion. After that, drawbacks. These two drawbacks are very clear. That's why we are going to another atom on.
Sir,
Yes, Master.
sir drawbacks का second point वापस समझा दो.
वापस, just you tell me again.
Drawbacks का second point.
Okay, ma. Okay, I will do that. First one is because the charge is accelerated, it is in the circular path, accelerated, it releases energy. When it is losing the energy, what will happen? The radius of the path goes on decreasing. What do you say? Spiral path. Spiral path. So finally, the electron fall into the nucleus. Okay, it become what? Unstable. That is the first point. I think. Second point is continuation only, because here what will happen? The energy is released continuously, means the energy will be released, it will come out. Means you are losing the energy. How you are losing the energy? In continuous form. But experiment proved atom gives discrete. Discrete means like that. Suppose one wavelength will be the next another wavelength. You will not get any wavelength in between. Discrete, separate. What is the meaning? I tell you, already you read about electric charge is discrete. Electric charge is discrete. How to do that? Quantized. Quantized. One means N into E, 1E, 10E, 15E. You will not have 1.1E. That is called quantized, discrete. Similarly, the energy released also, what? Here, continuous. But the experiment proved that it is not a continuous spectrum we are getting. We are getting line spectrum, discrete, separate. That's why, what? This atom model is, what? Wrong. Wrong in the sense, it is not able to explain the spectrum of atom. Is it clear, ma?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the next atom model you got it. Which one? Bohr atom model. Actually, here what happened? The Rutherford atom model, it is based on classical theory. We say classical theory, continuous form, old theory, very old theory, classical mechanics. But Bohr atom model is based on quantum theory, the latest one. Quantum theory, quantum, okay, H nu, okay. So all the thing based on that. Here, what is the very interesting information? Whenever the electron revolves in the particular orbit, no energy is released. So first drawback is removed. Then you may be asking doubt, then which orbit? Then they put one condition. Yes. Suppose this is the nucleus, then you have one orbit, second orbit, third orbit. What do you say? 1, 2, 3. What do you say? K, L, M. These are things already you are knowing. So particular orbit, it is moving. For that, what they told, there is angular momentum. That angular momentum is equal to integral multiples of h by 2 pi. That's all. In which orbit they revolve? They revolve in its orbit in such a way that angular momentum of that electron is integral multiples of h by 2 pi. What is n? 1, 2, 3, etc. n equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. So what do you say L? What is the basic formula? L equal to R cross P, which is equal to R into MV. So MV R L. This only you are getting. What is it you are getting? MV R equal to NH by 2 pi. NH by 2 pi. I think this you are understanding. What is N? Principal quantum number. What is the principal quantum number? Position of the orbit. If it is first orbit, n equal to 1. Second orbit, n equal to 2. Third orbit, n equal to 3. Okay, these are the things. What is R? Radius of the orbit. Which orbit you are taking? First orbit, second orbit, whatever the radius. V is the speed with which the electron is revolving. What is m? Mass of the electron. Mass of the electron. Okay? This thing already you are knowing. Okay. Then what else they told? How you are going to get the spectrum? Same you can take, no? Suppose you have, same you take. 1, 2, 3. Actually, here the energy, what? Minimum. Because actually the energy will be like that. Minus 13.6, minus 3.4, minus 1.5, minus 0.85, something, electron volt. Because energy is measured in electron volt here. Okay, it is atomic energy. So now what happens when the electron moves from one orbit to another? Two things are there. One is the energy is released or energy is absorbed. Okay, when the energy is released, what spectrum? Emission spectrum. When energy is absorbed, that is called absorption spectrum. Okay, that is a concept. What they told, suppose this is this is the lower energy because negative number goes on decreasing. This is the lower energy. You can understand from that. I will tell separate how. Okay, then this is higher energy. Suppose if it is moving from 2 to 1, 2 to 1. So means higher energy to lower energy. Automatically what will happen? Energy will be released. That is emission spectrum. Suppose lower energy to higher energy. Now you will, suppose I am in the here lower energy. From there I want to go higher energy state. What I have to do? I have to take the energy. Have to take the energy. So I absorb the energy. How much the gap? With that I will go and sit in that. Suppose, for example, I am moving from 1 to 2. If the energy should be equal to this, minus 13.6 plus 3.4 electron. Suppose if it is slightly less here, then again I will go back there only. So that's why exactly this much I should get it. I think the difference is clear. When you move from higher energy to lower energy, the energy difference is released. Lower to higher energy is absorbed. That is the difference. So what they told, E suppose N2 minus E N1 equal to E photon. What is this photon? H nu. Hc by lambda. Already this is quantum concept you read. Yes, ma. Anybody having doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Adil Khan, something
No,
right?
sir. Okay, sir.
Nothing, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So E photon means energy. Photon is the energy, quantum. How much? H nu. What is nu? C by lambda. So the difference you are going to get. So how you jump from 1 to 2? 1 to 2, you have to get the energy, no? So we do mostly we focus on the emission. So higher to lower. Suppose 10 to 2. Like that you will jump. Okay, so the energy will be released. I think the Bohr quantum theory is very clear to you. So whatever the drawbacks there, we discussed it. But here what will happen? This is applicable only for hydrogen atom related lithium, like that. If you cannot go for more complicated one. Okay, so that's why that is one. I think that much we are not going to discuss. Yes. Now what we are going to do, based on the Bohr atom model, we have to get R, B, potential energy, kinetic energy, total energy. Just initially I am giving the hints how to do, but I want to more focus on the concept only. Suppose you want radius. What is actually here? You have the nucleus. So the electron is revolving here. So here what is the nucleus? What is the charge? Z into E. Here what is the charge? E. Electron minus, no problem. Okay. What is Z, you know? Here, Z is written. What is that? Anybody? Audible?
Atomic number of the atom.
Atomic number means exactly number of protons. Whenever charge we talk about the proton because neutron is neutral. Okay. So now what will happen? Suppose you take here the distance r. If you want to make it general, Rn, we will make it initially R only. So the electron is revolving around the nucleus. Suppose the mass of the electron, you can take it m. Now what will happen? Any object in circular motion, the centripetal force must act. So what is the centripetal force here? Centripetal force equal to electrostatic force. So mv squared by r equal to electrostatic force 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square. What is q1? Z into E. What is q2? E. Find out what will be the R. Okay, so how to find out? You will use this equation. You can use this equation. Okay, all are knowing, you know how to do that rearrangement. Okay, yes. So I am doing directly. So the R will come like that. Just I am writing the formula. It will come here n square h square epsilon naught upon pi m z into E square. You can write, you can check it because I am writing not only for hydrogen atom, because when you prepare for competitive exam, this doesn't mean that only hydrogen atom you can do it. They can ask anything, maybe helium, maybe lithium or any other thing. Okay, how to do I tell you. So now what are the things variable? N is variable, atomic number is variable, remaining all constant, all constant. So if you put all the value, so the R proportional to what you are getting, n squared by z. Check it, n squared by z. It will come because only one place is it. So okay. So this you remember. Then R equal to what is the constant will come? Constant is this one, H, epsilon naught, pi, m, e. Put all the values, simplify. So that it will come 0.53 n squared by z Armstrong unit. Please you write, these are the formula. It is the nth orbit. So I am making here Rn. If you have doubt, you ask me. Up to this derivation, you will not have any problem. You have to use these two equations. Equation 1 and 2. From there, you are getting R. Sometimes what happens, the textbook or something, they may take directly Z equal to 1 and they solve it. But I am not suggesting you to do that. Because in case the exam, other than hydrogen atom, you cannot answer it. That's why you make it Z. Finally, suppose hydrogen atom. What you have to do? Hydrogen atom. What is Z? 1. Atomic number 1. How many neutrons are there in hydrogen atom? Yes? How many neutrons are there in hydrogen atom? Audible? Audible? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, how many neutrons in hydrogen atom?
1.
1.
Sir,
0.
0.
0.
No neutron.
See, because, yes, Saurabh is responding 0. Yes, because there are no neutron. The element without neutron is hydrogen. It is the simplest element, no? Hydrogen. So that's why here you have only number of what? Here, neutron will be 0, so Z will be 1. That's why mass, when you write, no, you will write like that. Charge, mass, like that, 1, 1. Because there is no this. Suppose if you want to write helium, how to write? 2, 4. Here, 2, what? 2 proton. Here, 2 proton, 2 neutron. That's why 4. But here, only 1. What? Only proton will be there, no neutron. So now what you have? Rn. Now you make it n equal to 1. So R1 equal to 0.53. 0.53. What? Armstrong. This is called Bohr radius. These are the things you write. What I have done? I have taken hydrogen atom. If it is hydrogen atom, what is the atomic number? 1. Suppose I am taking first orbit, minimum, n equal to 1. So this is the answer. This radius is called Bohr radius. Bohr radius. Now suppose they are asking, which one? Helium atom. You find out the what you call 10th radius. 10th. It means radius of the nth orbit. 10th orbit. Simple, very simple. So R10. Visible? Yes. R10. This is a formula. You remember always. Very general formula. So 0.53. 10th orbit means n is 10. 10 square upon Z. It is the helium atom. So how much? 2. 2. Put it 2. Okay, Armstrong unit. That's all. That's all. Over. Suppose lithium. Atomic number. What do you make it? 3. Whatever position. That's all. So you remember this. You remember that. Very, very important this concept. Okay, any kind of question you can solve. So we got the idea about the what? Radius of nth orbit of any atom. If you want to specify hydrogen, you put Z equal to 1. That's all. Okay, I think this is all for you. Yes. So what you got it now? Or n equal to 0.53 what? N square by Z. Armstrong unit. Okay, na? Yes. Next, what we are going to do? V you want to find out. V. Simple. mv nh by 2 pi. Over. MVR. What is R? Already you got it. Substitute and find out V. So what is the answer will come V? Just I am writing direct answer. Okay. So which is equal to by N E square. Check it. Check it. E square by 2H epsilon. You can see these are the thing constant. E, H, epsilon not constant. So what is coming here? V equal to 2.18 into 10 power 6 Z by N. Any atom, atomic number is that N. That's all. So Vn equal to 2.18 into 10 power 6. What? Z by N. Okay, meter per second. So you got speed also. Which orbit you want? First orbit, put n equal to 1. Second orbit, n equal to 2. So what is happening? As the n increases, the speed decreases. Speed decreases. But here, very simple. As the position of the orbit increases, radius goes on increasing. Goes on increasing. That's all. Okay. So I think this is also over. Next, which is left now? Potential energy, kinetic energy, total. Kinetic energy, very simple formula. What? Of m v square. Of m, what is v? Already you got the formula using the, so directly you can write. So it plus only come here for kinetic energy. M z square e power 4 upon 8 pi h square n square. H square n square. See, z is the variable I put, n also variable. Z depends on the atom, n position of the orbit. Okay. Now potential energy. Potential energy, what you will do? Position. Position. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by potential energy. Yes? K Q1 Q2 by R. That's all. Q1 is at E, Q2 E. But here what will happen? These two you have to do with the sign only. With the sign. Because the potential energy can be positive or negative. Depends on the charge. Here one is positive, the another one is negative. So multiplication, what sign will come finally? Negative only. So potential energy will be minus m 4 pi h square n square. Check it. Potential energy. Okay. Then total. There is no problem for you. Total energy will be. How it will come? Because this is 1 by 2. So here minus m z squared e power 4 upon what? 8 pi h square n square. See, just this is kinetic. Please just to do the comparison. Now what you can do, sir, whether we have to remember means very simple way you can do it. Very simple way. So because Z and N is variable, all constant. So the energy equal to minus 13.6 Z squared by N square electron volt. You remember. Here what? N. That's all. Put all the values constant. So easy to remember until there is no problem with the formula. Simple, very simple to solve. Yes. Now if you compare 3, you see kinetic energy, total energy, what difference is coming? Suppose, okay, suppose I am making this equal to x minus this is x. Kinetic energy, what you have to do? Will come, no? Here off. Suppose if I multiply the kinetic energy by 2, then the same numerical value is coming. Okay, so what you are getting, potential energy equal to, I am writing, you tell me what relation will come. What relation will come, you tell. Here what number I will put? Here also one numerical number I will put. What is the relation? Check it and tell me. Potential energy, kinetic energy. What difference? With what number I have to multiply?
Minus 2.
2, that's all. Minus 2. So potential energy is this. Multiply by minus 2. So now what will happen? Kinetic energy will be this. So and then here you are getting. So this will be +2. I think same only, no? Yes, these two. Because here potential energy, total energy minus only. That's why simply multiply by 2. Okay. Why I am giving this relation? Okay, you see that. I think you have the question. Okay. I think question number 12.5 in the textbook. The ground state of energy of hydrogen atom. Here it is clearly given hydrogen. So H atom. H atom means Z equal to 1. So En equal to minus 13.6, 1 square by N square. It is nothing but minus 13.6 upon N square. Please, all of you copy this. This is for hydrogen atom, energy of electron in nth orbit. Okay. Now the question is, the ground state of energy of is given. How much given? Ground means I'm writing here. Suppose N equal to 1. What do you say? Ground state. Ground state. N equal to 1. If I put N equal to 2, first excited. Yes. N equal to 3, second excited. Excited, you know that. Sometimes we say, no, not to be excited, be stable. Excited means what? We feel like flying only. Flying. It is not a stable. Which one will be always stable? Ground state. So for which one will be ground state? You see that. So 1. The 1 state, no, first one, that will be the ground state. That will be the ground state. So if you move away, you are moving towards excited state. Please don't commit the mistake. So whatever the number minus 1, suppose 1 minus 1, 0. So ground state. Suppose 2 minus 1, 1. First excited state. Suppose N equal to 10. Which excited state?
9th excited state.
Yes, 10 minus 1 excited state. You remember that. Okay. So here what is happening? The energy we are measuring in electron volt. This I have done for this. Now the question is E1 is given minus 13.6 electron volt. This is the ground state. What is the question asked here? What will be the kinetic energy? What will be the potential energy? That's all. Total energy is given. What is the total energy? Minus 13.6 electron volt. What is the kinetic energy? You tell me in this case. What is kinetic energy? This is the relation. Total energy is given. How much? Minus 13.6. What is the kinetic energy? Negative of total energy, no? So which is equal to how much? Plus 13.6 electron volt. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Suppose
Yes, sir.
potential energy you want. Potential energy you want. What will happen? Here, you have to multiply that. You have to multiply that. Then how much will come? Here, 2. 2. If you multiply, what will happen here? 6. So, here, 2, 7, 2. We can check it. This is minus. Okay. This one. What is the, this is what? Potential energy. What is the kinetic energy? 13.6. electron volt. Then what is the total? What is the total? 6. So this is
minus 13.6.
that easy to cross check. That's why I'm telling. Don't get confusion. Suppose the total energy is given, then the kinetic energy will be negative of that as it is. But you want to find out potential energy, multiply by 2. You cross check it. Now I got potential energy, I got kinetic energy. Then I am adding both 13.6. So again, 13 matra minus, no? Because minus is dominating. So same I got it. Cross check. So do that. 2 or 3 times you do the practice. I think it is a textbook question only. Question number 12.5. Yes. Okay. Then I want to discuss about the energy level, energy spectrum. Okay, I'm telling it is very simple chapter. Okay, very simple in the sense theory as well as numerical. So that's why I'm telling what I have written, just you copy everything. Once again, go through the concept. So what happened here? Suppose I'm putting here n equal to 1. So now you take about the hydrogen atom only. Hydrogen atom. So what is the energy? I will repeat this. What is the energy in general? Is that equal to 1? So En equal to minus 13.6 electron upon n squared. This is the formula for hydrogen atom. Suppose n equal to 1 minus 13.6. N equal to 2 minus, you can calculate 3.4 electron volt. Next, n equal to 3 minus 1.5. Next, n equal to 4, n equal to 5, n equal to 6. It will go. So here what will come? Infinity. Can you guess it? At infinity, what will be the energy? What will be the energy of the electron at infinite orbit? N equal to infinite.
0.
0, yes. So, 0 energy. Now you put in the reverse. So what is the energy? Here you have minus 13.6 electron volt, ground state. Suppose if you want to remove that electron, how much energy you have to give, you know, plus 13.6 electron volt. Now you add it, how much?
0.
0. What do you say? Ionization energy, ionization potential. You read in chemistry. So, if the electron is at infinite orbit, no need to do any work, no need to give any energy to release the electron, because already it is the free almost. So, if you move this way, the energy goes on what? This is lower level.
Increasing.
0 will be higher. So, you see the gap. See the gap. What about the energy gap? Goes on?
Decreasing.
Decreasing. So, this is ground state, first excited, second excited, like that. So, we are focusing on emission spectrum. Emission. So, what will happen? Higher to lower. Suppose. When it is moving from higher to first orbit, what do you say? Lyman series. Mean you have specific wavelength. Okay. So already you got the formula. En2 minus En1 equal to E. If you solve everything, 1 by lambda equal to, what you will get? Or 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. This you got it already. What is lambda? Wavelength. What is R? Rydberg constant. But how you can remember this? 1 by R equal to 911 Armstrong. Remember that. Easy to solve. So what is N1, N2? N1, suppose it is moving from 2 to 1. Then this N1, this is N2. When it is moving from 2 to 1, 2 is what? Higher energy. 1 is lower energy. So when you move from higher energy to lower energy, the energy will be released in the form of photon. So how much energy? That is difference of energy. So when it is close, the wavelength will be more. So 2 to 1, you get longest wavelength because inverse. Suppose you move from infinity to 1, shortest wavelength.
Shortest wavelength.
Yes, very important concept this. Very, very important. So when the energy difference is more, wavelength will be less. So shortest wavelength. So I don't think any problem you may have. Lyman series, you have ultraviolet region. Balmer series, visible. Then Paschen, bracket and fund, all will be infrared. I think the order you are able to follow. Please go through this concept thoroughly. Okay, which region it lies and how to do the question. Whether longest wavelength, shortest wavelength, these are the textbook questions already you have. Please you solve it. Okay, there is no much difficulty in that one. Another one, how many lines? One more important thing I am telling you. How many lines you can get? For that you have the formula n into n minus 1 divided by 2. Number of wavelength. You write this formula. I am telling the meaning. Suppose it is moving from 2 to 1. Okay, 3 to 1 you take. Then what happened here? 3 minus 1 upon 2. 3 into 2 upon 2. So how many lines you will get? 3 wavelength you will get. This is the formula you remember. N into n minus 1 by 2. Even the other form also there. The simple formula is this only. Number of wavelength. Number of lines. Suppose you move from 3 to 1. 3 to 1, what is the possibility? From here you will get 1. From here you will get 2. From here you will get, okay, here 1. From here. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3. Like that. Suppose 4 to 1. You write 4. Here 3. So 6 lines will come. You check it. So this is also even competitive exam they are asking. Okay. So just to go through all the things, the time also getting over. Almost you have to get ready for next class. Okay. So still, if you have any doubt in the chapter atoms, please send it in my personal WhatsApp number so that I can help you. Okay. Just I am giving the question number. You solve. You do practice in the textbook. 12.3, 4, 5, 6, then 12.8, 9. These are the things, please you do the practice. Okay, textbook question 12.3, then 4, 5, 6, after that 8 and 9. And any other doubts regarding atoms, please put in my personal WhatsApp number so that I can help in the group also. Okay, so thank you everybody and go on doing that well. Okay, attend the class in time and do self-study. Very, very important.
Attendance.
Attendance already we are noting. Okay, the teachers are noting. Okay, when I am taking class, the others are already they are taking. Okay, those who already taken the class, no, they are doing that. Okay, there is no
Thank you,
problem.
sir.
Okay, so
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
all the very best.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
yes.